So crypto markets are trading sideways right now. We have some key events that are going to be happening this week, but today is Labor Day, so the markets are closed. Right now, a lot of people have been shorting Bitcoin, anticipating exactly how the monthly close was looking, and there's a lot of anticipation with Ethereum potentially breaking down even more and a lot of different talk. So with all that being said, I want to walk you through the price action, the current news events that are taking place, and exactly what you should be anticipated if you're invested into altcoins. But if new to my channel, check out the rest of my content. I've been keeping you guys updated on the day-to-day events, price action on Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, how liquidity is shifting, and everything you need to be aware of. Yesterday, I dropped a video talking about, exactly what to expect for altcoins moving into September, and there is a lot of deviations that are expected, especially with rate cuts, a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of event, a lot of different things. So with all that being said, let's go and jump straight into the charts, the perspectives you need to be aware of, and what everyone is saying for altcoins. So like how I said, guys, the markets are trading sideways right now, pretty much just ranging, anticipating a lot of the information that's going to be coming out this week around the labor market. I dropped this update yesterday, guys, with what to expect moving into September, and a lot of people are shorting the market based off of the monthly close, which we covered over the weekend, and a lot of people are also saying that within the first few days of the month everything is just chopping sideways, and we're waiting to see exactly what's going to be happening. Dr. Profit has been expecting deviations, and with all the stuff that's been happening with insiders and wells selling their bags, it is pretty much aligning with that perspective. People like Crypto Mitch now have been talking about how moving into Q4, this is whenever we're going to see the prime pump for altcoins and the crypto markets in general. This aligns with Benjamin Cohen's perspective on how he thinks Ethereum more than likely is going to be deviating after putting in those new all-time highs in August, but a lot of people are upset with this current perspective. But you can see the crypto markets are just ranging, trading sideways, waiting to see exactly what's going to be happening. My crypto portfolio is in the dumps. It's in the red, which is how most altcoin portfolios are looking right now, which is why the best thing to do right now in this time is dollar cost average. Right now, Bitcoin is ranging 109,000. Yesterday, we're sitting at around 108, 107,000. So we're currently just seeing exactly what's going to be happening moving into tomorrow whenever the markets open back up. Ethereum as well, guys, just pretty much ranging in this specific zone, sitting at 4,300. Yesterday, whenever we shot the video, we're sitting at around 4,460. So not too far off from exactly where we were yesterday. Altcoins are following the price action around Ethereum, just dumping quite significantly. A lot of people are expecting a little bit of recovery, but with a lot of different perspectives around the markets and what's going to be happening for Ethereum, I am not too bullish on the short term. You can see for Bitcoin dominance, we have been seeing that correction which we were expecting. This is something that Benjamin Cohen has been talking about for the last few days, and now it is currently going into fruition. Now, this week we have some important key events that are going to be happening, and this is why at the beginning of the week on Sunday, I let you know exactly what is taking place and exactly what to expect moving into the week. Today is Labor Day, so the markets are closed, but we have a bunch of data that's going to be coming out over the labor market, which has a correlation to inflation data that has been coming out over the last few weeks. So all this is going to be having a lot of volatility in the market, so expect the markets to be, jumping up and down this week, more than likely deviating though. Killer XBT has been talking about exactly the price action around Bitcoin. We talked about the monthly close and when he's looking to accumulate, and right now how he's pretty much just been shorting. And over the last 3 months, if you had been shorting on Bitcoin at specific regions based off of, specific CME gaps and how exactly they scalp, you could have potentially already made about a 100% return based off of those shorts. And right now, everyone's just talking about exactly what's going to be happening next on Bitcoin and the price action that we're currently seeing. A lot of people think, though, a lot of deviations are about to take place, and that's why I drop updates like this on my YouTube channel. Now, KillXBT says at the start of a new monthly open, Bitcoin usually has multiple wick hunts. It's not surprising at all. These wick hunts can last 3 to 4 days into a new monthly candle. Your objective is not to lose conviction in your idea, as many people will. So you gotta have to understand exactly, how volatility looks at the beginning of a month. A lot of mixed perspectives, a lot of analysts and traders seeing exactly where everything is at and making assumptions, putting in their bets, and this is exactly why we're seeing this volatility. So expect it, but like how he says, stick to your guns, stick to your thesis. Dr. Profit has been someone that has been anticipating more deviations, though, talking about how exactly, how rate cuts are coming, and yet the market has been reacting very weak. He says it's an already priced an event, a sell the news type of events. And this is something that Benjamin Cohen talks about, something that it leads into. He says, now that Ethereum has run the prior all-time highs in August, which we recently saw, guys, just pretty much barely touched it, and then from there drop back down, I think ETH will drop back to its 21-week estimated moving average. A lot of people will get upset with this idea, but this has been the plan since ETH went home in April. New all-time high, then pull back to 21-week estimated moving average and find support. So he's expecting a deviation for Ethereum. He even says Ethereum likely on its way to run the prior all-time highs before a September pullback, and that is exactly what we saw happen. People like Crypto Mitch now, though, are very bullish on exactly what's going to be happening in Q4. He says ETH starts to break down on its way towards a beautiful spot to accumulate before Q4 is ready to take off. So this is exactly, talking about Benjamin Cohen's perspective as well on how Ethereum is about to start crashing. And whenever we see that happening, altcoins are going to be feeling the pain as well. But with all that being said, guys, crypto markets are ranging, trading sideways. And right now, one of the best things you can do is position yourself. My altcoin portfolio is feeling the pain, like most people's altcoin portfolios, guys. And the best thing you can do in situations like this is dollar cost average, but we are expecting more deviations. So the best thing you can do is see how the week plays out, and then from there see exactly if you want to allocate for the week. But guys, that is currently what is taking place. I don't want to make these videos too long, because whenever we start seeing important weeks like this with all the labor data that's going to be coming out, on top of that, everyone anticipating more deviations around Bitcoin, you need to pretty much just have this information straight up and, hold strong. Right now, we have been seeing a lot of liquidations, and more likely we're going to be seeing much more moving into the week. But a lot of people are anticipating different perspectives. Everyone's calling for altcoin season still, but based off of the ranges and everything, more likely September is not going to be looking too good. Historically, it has not looked too good for September at all. So this is why we were expecting these deviations. But on this channel, I keep you guys updated with all this information. So if you're new to the channel, check out the rest of my content. I dropped a recent market update. I dropped day-to-day videos keeping you updated with all the information, the price action on Bitcoin and Ethereum and altcoins, and how to position yourself. I also recently talked about my crypto portfolio and the assets that I'm holding. Spoiler alert, it's around AI, gaming, RWA, but I jump into a little bit of the perspective of the projects I invest in and kind of what I'm anticipating and when I plan to take profits. But I'm gonna keep dropping crypto market updates, letting you know what's happening with the market data that is coming out and all the information you need to be aware of. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned. If you guys have any questions or suggestions on content, drop it down below. I'll be sure to get to it, answer any questions that you guys might have, but expect deviations, expect volatility this week, and do not capitulate your bags. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. I drop day-to-day content every day, so stay tuned, and hopefully I see you tomorrow. Peace.